Hello everyone, my name is Sean Sefton. I'm the Director of International Education at the Richmond School District, which is in Metro Vancouver on the west coast of Canada. So the Richmond School District is the fifth largest school district in British Columbia. There are 60 school districts in our province. Richmond is just beside downtown Vancouver, or the Vancouver downtown area. In fact, if you've ever flown to Vancouver and landed at Vancouver International Airport, you're already in Richmond. Our school district has 10 secondary schools, 38 elementary. Our elementary schools are from kindergarten to grade 7, and our secondary schools are grade 8 to grade 12. On average, the schools at elementary level range about 350 students, sometimes a bit larger, and our secondary schools from grade 8 to grade 12 are about 1,000. Some are a bit larger, some are a bit smaller. So Richmond is, many of our students, we have the highest graduation and completion rates in our province year after year. So many of our students go directly to post-secondary institutions after graduation. For example, UBC receives more students directly from Richmond School District schools than any other school district in Canada. Our community is, the location, as I mentioned, is right beside the Pacific Ocean. It's very close, about 22 minutes from downtown Vancouver by SkyTrain. We have excellent public transit, SkyTrain as well as buses in Richmond. There's a lot of urban amenities. It's not a downtown area, it's not a suburban area, it's urban, it's sort of kind of in between. So there's lots of activities and things for students to do actually in the community. Community centers, swimming pools, shopping, restaurants, movie theaters. Of course, as you know, Canadians love ice hockey, so there's lots of opportunities to learn. If you don't know how to learn to ice skate. Richmond is also, like Vancouver in general, is a multicultural community. That's advantageous to our international students because they will find that they feel welcome and integrated into our school communities as well as the community at large very quickly. If a student, for example, has never been away from their family before and this is the first time living away from them and they're in Richmond, and they're a little bit homesick, they need some comfort food, they'll be able to find some delicious Vietnamese food in Richmond as well to help them remember and feel better and feel more connected to their mom and dad and their friends back in Vietnam while they adjust to living in Richmond. Our school district also has what we consider sort of the standard for ELL assessment and delivery and support. So all of our students receive focused ELL support, as much as they need, as little as they need, as they take their regular academic courses and elective courses at the same time. So our results on ELL support, our students tend to learn English well and gain their fluency very well, so that not only do they do well in their academic studies, but also they gain fluency and confidence to interact with their classmates at school and in the community. So we have long-term study, obviously, so international students from kindergarten to grade 12 can study with us long-term, and that means 1 year, or in some cases, as is the case with many of our Vietnamese students, they stay with us until they graduate. We also have single semester programs. We have high school or school, elementary as well as secondary school experience programs. Those are 1 month, 2 month, 3 month immersion programs during the school year, so students can be immersed in our schools. Of course, they learn English, they have access to trying other courses and participating in school activities while they're there. We also have a summer camp, that's July and August. Students can come as individuals or they can come as groups, sometimes part of their school group or not. And we also have winter programs and specialized programs for educators as well. Educators of all different grades as well as administrators in educational institutions as well. At our schools as well, just to add that we do have an IB program, a senior year's IB program at one of our schools at Richmond Secondary. We also have our middle year's IB program at Boyd Secondary. And while we have over 200 course options for students in all of our schools across the district, some of our schools do have some specialty programs such as chef training. We have a robotics club at one of our schools that goes on into competitions in Canada and the USA and does very well. We have an advanced placement program, for example, in theatre arts, one of the few in Western Canada. All of our schools, secondary schools, have advanced placement courses. They don't always have all the same courses, but all the schools offer, or secondary schools offer AP in addition to all the other regular courses that students can take. As I mentioned, the Richmond School District, whether they're domestic students or international students, not 100%, but more than 90% of our students go on to post-secondary study. And as I say, for example, at University of British Columbia, they receive more of our students directly. So the student graduates in June, grade 12, they start UBC in September, more than any other school district in Canada. So all of our students, not all, 90% or more, do go on to post-secondary school in Canada or back in their home country or elsewhere in the United States or other parts of the world. So our office is part of the school district. I'm a director in our school district. Our office offers 24/7 wraparound care for all of our international students. So that means, when the students are at school or after school or on the weekends, holidays, we offer 24/7 care. That care includes, obviously, the teachers and counselors and international student coordinators at the schools. We do offer homestay as well as custodianship as well. We do have an emergency phone line as well, and we offer all sorts of other activities supporting the schools, whether it's field trips and activities going on school, as well as we offer them through our office as well. So for example, we do orientations and we do field trips. We've taken a group of students to the Rocky Mountains for a couple of days. We're going to go north to Yukon to see the Northern Lights. We go ski trips, things like that in addition. So also students are offered support in their own language if need be, whether that's an emergency situation or if they need medical care and whatnot, as well as in our district. So we're able to support students in their native language if need be, but of course also with the cultural adaptation and adjustment support all the time as well. And my pleasure to be able to reach out to you, to parents and students in Vietnam this way. As I say, we have a close affinity to Vietnam. I come myself about twice a year. Before the pandemic, we've always had a nice number of Vietnamese students, not too many, not too few, but we're also very happy to welcome your students or yourself to come and study in Richmond. So thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Richmond someday soon.